Hello people, I hope you are doing good. So today video is all about JSON file. Before starting this video, I have a short message that is thank you note to everyone who watched my video and appreciating my work. It totally means a lot to me. Okay, it is really motivating and made me overwhelmed. Like how you all appreciate my work. So yeah, I will be working on more contentful videos. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Okay, now just come back to JSON. So yeah, before starting JSON, let me give you a brief note how we read data in JSON. Like we have a table name. This is similar to XML, but only the difference is instead of tags, we use here key value format to describe a data. Okay, like if I just yeah, they see inside the curly braces whatever we have that is treated as an object, and inside the square bracket whatever we have that is treated as array. Means like when we have multiple data for a single column. Okay, so we write that data in square bracket. You can see that after department CSE, we just use a comma and then employees. Instead of writing here any value, we described a square bracket because we had multiple employees. Okay, so that's why. And if we need to separate data like comma columns, you can say that then we use comma here. So curly braces purpose, comma purpose, square bracket purpose. I hope this is clear. Okay. And this is key value format. Like key will be your column name or your variable name, and value is your value. Okay. So, okay. Now let's get started to Talend components. Before starting with the input and output components, first check with the metadata. Okay. Now just create JSON. I'm keeping as employee JSON because employee is my favorite example. I'm kidding. Okay. Talend tool read JSON file with the help of two methods. First one is JSON, second one is the Xpath. So in this video, we will be just discussing about the JSON path because video length will be it will exceed. So that's why I just want to give you idea about JSON file. If you need, then I can describe X path also in next video. Okay. Now choosing my file that is employee. In coding, limit, this is limit for iteration, like how many, if you have like, okay, I have 1,000 records, but I only want to extract starting 10 records. So you can just type here 10. Okay, this is your encoding language. And say, this is how intelligent tools are. They just extracted the schema. Okay, we have a starting dollar always signify your root. Okay, that is yes starting. So yeah, this is my detail, and this is my in detail. We have two columns, that is department and the employees. You can see that in these two, we don't have any square bracket and start, but in employees, we have a square bracket and start. This signifies that yes, employees have other two column. It means it has multiple records. Okay, as I told you that when we define multiple records, then we just describe them in square bracket. So it totally signifies that only. Now clicking on the next. So like XML path, we need to tell Talend, okay, this is the path you need to fetch the data, absolute path or relative path. So this is path loop expression, like on which point I need to iterate again and again. Okay, so I will be giving this path employee. I will be telling him that, okay, this is my employee code column, and this will be your looping path. Like you need to loop here again. Okay, iteration, it means on the first iteration, it will fetch this data. On the second iteration, second line. On the third iteration, this sixth line. Okay, so how I will be telling, like I will be starting obviously from the root part. Okay, then after root part, where will I go? Will I go on the department? No, because my root element, or sorry, my loop elements, this is this. So after detail, I will directly jump into here. Okay, and then this will be my loop element. I hope this is clear. So how you will do that? You can type also, you can just simply drag and drop here. This is loop iteration, like how many loops you want to. Like if it has only 4 records, but I just want 2 records, so you can type here 2 and just try. Now this is my field to extract. Which field you need to extract from that JSON file, this is up to you. Like it has 1,000 columns, but doesn't matter, I only want 2 columns from them. Okay, so how it identify column names? Let me tell you. Okay, so I just need first and last name. So I just drag and dropped here. So in JSON file, it will go to this path, okay, and it will search column names, similar column same, like same to same. This is very case sensitive, okay. So same with the same column, whatever will be there in JSON file, that will be treated as column, and related to it will treat it as value. So okay, it will reached here, and it will search with first name. Okay, this is the column and this is also column, related to it is value, so please fetch it. Okay, it is studied similarly. But now I want, okay, first name last name is good, but of which department this person is. So I just need to department also. So see, we have described loop element here. We didn't describe anything for this loop. We don't need a department as a loop because it don't have multiple records, right? So what will we do? We will just provide it absolute path. Okay, how we will do that? Thus, same name. Okay, column name should be same. Just go to this, just paste here. Now here, how will you do that? First, this is not group element. Okay, this is not related to this one. So what I will do, I will describe my path completely, like starting with the root node dot. My first one is details. First it need to go on the detail, and after details it need to go on the department one, right? See, it only gray section appeared here. So our path is correct. So first you need to go on the detail. This is my first, you need to go on the dollar, then you need to go on the detail, and after detail you need to jump here. So this is my path. Okay, now just click on the refresh preview. So this is you know the difference between absolute relative, right? Okay, so what is path loop expression, and what is for field? Field is for like identifying which will be treated as column. How I will understand it? So that's why we need provide data here. Okay, yeah, first name last name, yeah, we have three record fetched with the department. So doesn't matter how nesty your JSON file is, nesty in the sense of nested, and which column, whichever column you want to extract, you can extract in similar way. Okay, if you provided here that array one path, then no problem. The fields which are not in array, you can just describe like this way, like going from the root, then your department, then this. Okay, so click on the next and then finish. So just drag and drop here. Yeah, I need as an input file. So you see, this is my input component. It automatically from repository. Now I want to explain here. See, you see here, read by JSON path, and this if we select tFileInputJSON, then we have three methods. But if we select from metadata, then we have only two options. That is JSON path and that is Xpath. Okay, but with the help of tFileInput, we have JSON path without loop. What without loop? Suppose you don't have any multiple records for a single column, like here we have for employees. In that case, we simply choose JSON without loop. Okay, so I will tell you, don't worry. So okay, this is my file name, this is my loop JSON query which we selected for looping, like at which node I need to iterate again and again. We have multiple records at employee, that's why we selected this one. Okay, now first name last name, and this is for your department column. If I extract in T log row, okay, done. So similarly, we do with the tFileInputJSON file only. Let me just deactivate this job. I'm just typing tFileInputJSON. Now here, I'm just choosing JSON path. Okay. So let's get started with this. This is file name. Okay, so now I have selected tFileInputJSON file, okay, and I selected the JSON path that is read by in the option, and file name and loop expression same, and it shows the when you will be adding columns here, then only you will be seeing here these columns, okay. If editor schema is blank, you will not be able to add here comma directly because you don't can't see here that addition of column sign here, okay. So after that, you need to provide your exact column name which are mentioned in this JSON file inside double inverted comma. Okay, so I'm running this job. Yeah, and it worked fine. Okay, so okay, suppose now I just want to transfer this data into some other JSON file with the other name. Okay, let's just try with that also. I'm connecting with it. Okay, this one is very simple. You know, output one are very simple. What field file name I want to provide, like employee dot JSON, employee output. Number of data blocks you want to just try here and just try to that. So output handling output files components are more the easiest thing I can see. They do, yeah, this one generated, right? So see how my data got generated exactly the same way. Okay. Now you can see that there is a difference between both the fields, like employee one also and this one also, because we have only transferred our employees detail here. And see, if you just typed in instead of this in data, what you want to type, like employee, so that will be treated. Okay. Now just go back again. Close this. Now again running. It got completed. See, you can see here employee. So whatever you will provide the value in this block, in this section, that will appear as your array columns. Okay. So I think tFile output JSON is clear. This is create directive doesn't exist. So it will create it for this one. And this is tFile input JSON. I told you with the help of metadata also here also. Now let me tell you with the help of JPath without loop. So in case of without loop, let me add here department also. Okay. Okay. See, without loop, that means you have, hello. Yeah. So I got connection problem. So yeah, after selecting JSON path without loop, okay. So we are not using JSON path or Xpath. We are using the third option. In that, please select a file name, and after that, this column name got added after adding here. And in this JSON path query, see, my first name and last name, they have multiple records. That is an array structure in my JSON path. Why in array structure? Because that is in a square bracket. You can see it. Okay. So in that case, what we need to do here, we are starting from dollar dot details. So this is describing my root thing, and then dot employees. We are after jumping from detail to directly into employees, and after employees, we are mentioning here star. You know why star? Because it is an array structure. Dot your column name. So when you will be doing this, then only your data will be printed exact correctly. Otherwise, it will throw you error. This is very important. Please note it down. So my all three data got printed here correctly. If I just miss it, like if I use this one, okay, like first go to detail and then employed, then your first name, what will happen? See, you see null here because this is my array structure. So I need to describe here my this thing. Okay, this was very important. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. And now the next component, that is your extract JSON field. It is similar to tFileInputJSON. Okay, this is same. We have only two option here. How to option? This is my query. Suppose I'm taking an input file. Okay, before starting with this component, I think the more important topic is how to describe in Xpath. Okay, so in Xpath, what happened? That dollar sign and that dot get replaced by the this slash. Okay, so in this slash, we need to provide our loop path. Loop path, you know, employee column, we have loop thing. So first, we need to provide details. That is your starting one, and then your employees, same name. Okay, which is in JSON file. If there is a spelling mistake, then we'll be receiving the wrong one. We are at employees node. Okay, this node I describe here as a loop. So I just need to provide here what first name, right? And here last name. So let's just try with that. So XPath and JSON path only slash, so things got changed. Okay, so my data got extracted correctly. But what I just want to add here department column also. Okay, I want department data also by using XPath only. Okay, so what I will do, my this loop path is at employee, but my department column is out of this employee column, right? So what I will do here, I will be using dot dot slash details department. Let's just try with this first. Okay, and try. What will happen? Null null null. Again, department section. But instead of this, if we just type here department, what will happen? I will explain you what this dot dot slash in your column name means. See, this is CS, CS, CSE. Okay. So if my loop node is different than my column name, which is like this is my loop node and department is out of this loop node. So I need to provide exact location. This is dot dot slash. This is starting from my root. Okay. And then your department thing, your exact column name, which my exact column name was department. So dot dot slash is your before this thing. I hope this is clear. Like, okay, this way we have, I have explained you XPath also, JSON path also clear, and JSON path without loop also clear. Okay. So let's get started with the last component, that is the extract JSON one. So first select your T file input delimited. Okay, so starting with the tExtractJSON for this component, we have used tFileInput delimited, and this we added a column name as JSON, and we selected type as object. Okay, so this is very important. Select type as object. Now we have removed all the parameters, only provided the file name, no other parameter provided needed for this. In the tExtractJSON file, see whatever column you created in tFileInput limited, that will be populating here. Okay, so you have options which method you want to read JSON file, and similarly we provide the loop query path, that is your detail, and then employ this one. Okay, and first name last name, and then you printing your data in output. No anything new other than tFileInputJSON component. So this is similar to tFileInput. Only one thing is that it need a column. It need a column from tFileInput delimited, that is your JSON column. Okay, whatever name you will be just describing in this component, that will be populating here. So my data got displayed here. Okay, so I hope the tFileInputJSON file, tOutputJSON file, which is the simplest component for everything, and tExtractJSON file. Okay, and in the metadata section for both the type of like JSON path, XPath, and JSON path without loop, you are very clear. Okay, I hope so. and keep learning. I wish you a good health, and thank you very much for watching my videos. Take care. Bye bye.